Oh, it's a hot show, and I don't know how it's gonna go. It's a hot show, and I can't guess what's gonna happen next. Come on, enjoy yourself. Let's do the show. Howdy, and welcome to the show. I'm Hot the Cat. This is the Hot Show. Thanks if you're seeing this. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think, if you don't, follow Hot the Cat. At Hot the Cat on Instagram, probably Facebook, Twitter, all the things. Not TikTok, though. We don't have a TikTok. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's a friend. Oh, it's a double friend.
Howdy.
Howdy.
How's it going, Hot the Cat?
Pretty good. How's it going with you, Shelton?
It's going.
And Jason.
I think it's going pretty well.
It's going pretty well. Having a good day. It was filled with lots of snacks and free snacks. So I would
Free
say
snacks.
that's a yeah. I had to go to the airport for work today, and there was a section that you could just choose any cheese you wanted from the section. So as far as days in my life, high point for sure.
Free cheese snacks.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of cheese?
Smoked Gouda. There was like an aged cheddar. There was one that I couldn't figure out what it was, but it was kind of creamy, but like also cheddary.
Sounds really good.
It was good. I couldn't stop myself. I ate a lot of it.
Were you also present for the free cheese?
Unfortunately, not.
Was not invited.
Yeah. Well, that's rough. Did you have any You had snacks otherwise though today?
I think we had a nice breakfast, but
Yeah.
other than that,
Not a snack though. Not interested. Look at someone else.
Snacks only.
hey,
Come on, Jason.
Snacks only. Come on.
only snacks.
Only snacks.
Hey Ryan, did you have any snacks today?
No.
All right, let's bring on our other friend here. Skunky, how's it going?
Good.
Did you have any snacks today?
Yes, pretzels and dolmas.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. Wait, what was the second thing?
Dolmas?
What is that?
¿Qué es esto?
It's grape leaves wrapped around rice.
Wow.
They're
Greek,
great.
I think.
You must have, not to generalize, but I can't think of a truck driver who has a sophisticated palate as you do.
It comes in a can.
That's one of my
Dolmas.
favorite things.
I believe I've had those before. They are quite good.
They're pungent for sure.
Yes.
Nice to see your face,
Likewise.
Are you driving today?
Shante.
No, I'm parked.
Are we parked the whole time?
No, I'm parked as of 49 minutes ago.
No. Just curious.
I got up for work at 3 this morning, so
Oh, yeah.
parked now.
Has the beeping stopped?
Stopped a long time ago. Come on.
Yeah, we've seen Skunky since the
Yeah,
beeping.
like so many
It was
times.
a reoccurring issue that keeps coming
Yeah,
up.
no, it's fixed. Yeah, it's fair. Let me carry a question over from the Max show from, I think it was last week.
Yeah, I believe
The
so.
last. How much cheese is too much cheese?
Mm,
when you
Oh.
can't shit later.
mm. Agreed.
I mean, I think it varies based on the person for sure.
I wasn't expecting to have such an immediate answer. Also, if that.
I mean,
What's the
look,
context?
I don't like your answer, to be honest, because it tells me no amount of cheese. It's just like a total vague, like, eat like as much cheese as it takes. Like, how much cheese is that?
Well, you know when you go to Olive Garden and the guy goes over with the Parmesan and he's like,
Right.
I think that I am someone who they start looking at you and I'm like, keep going.
I've told this man to go fetch another block when he got to the end.
Have you seen that kind of Parmesan where it's like a giant wheel and then like they put the pasta in it to make it?
What?
It looks
Yeah.
like really beautiful. It's like,
Gotta look that up.
actually, I saw a guy buying it. This is a tangent, but we're going somewhere exciting. So I went to Whole Foods because they have this cheese that I really like. It's like a spicy jalapeno cheese. And it was really exciting for me because I really, really love this cheese. And I asked how to purchase a whole wheel of it. But I saw somebody else was buying like the giant Parmesan block. And that seemed like so exciting to me. Thank you. Jason pulled up this photo and it's like, how do we?
A little closer, I think.
Hold on. Let's make you big here.
So it's like the wheel is giant and then inside the wheel you put the pasta and then it like kind of absorbs.
Oh,
Sometimes
man.
there's fire involved in this process. Like, you do
Oh man.
the like flaming situation. I think they use like a grain alcohol or something. Until that burns off, it melts the cheese, and then in goes the hot pasta. It is tossed and sauced by the cheese.
Is it like one of those like fire
Sheesh.
gun things like for creme brulee, or is it like how would you describe
No.
Fire gun?
It's like souvlaki.
Yeah, okay.
Blowtorch.
Yeah, it reminds me of Saganaki,
Yes, that's the
which
thing.
I think there should be. I would love if Saganaki was incorporated into more things.
What is that?
It's
Flaming
it's Greek flaming cheese.
I'm gonna look this up.
You never been to a Greek restaurant and do they light up the Saganaki?
No.
Wow.
Never
What a great new experience. I'm excited for you to have.
I'm gonna Google it.
I also learned, I don't know if this is true, in recent years, I learned that it's a uniquely like Chicago Greek thing, but that could be wrong.
Oh God, this is like erotic. Sorry. I just really like cheese.
Cheese is erotic.
Do you know
Yeah.
that the reason why like they always include like melting cheese and stuff and like in pizza commercials?
Because it's erotic.
Well, it's because it for people who eat cheese and like cheese, it makes your mouth naturally salivate, like seeing it. And if you don't include that, people like if you don't include the cheese, like where the cheese melts and like the piece is removed, like people feel like lied to. Does that make sense? I read a really interesting article about this 5 years ago, so I'm having trouble remembering the exact details, but
I would feel lied to if I didn't see the melty cheese.
Deceived without the cheese.
You should also look at a pic like not flaming, like you should see, like find a video of it,
all right.
like so you can see
Oh,
it
hold
like
on,
being
hold on,
lit
hold
up,
on.
and then like what it looks like
Ryan,
afterwards.
You're going a nice direction, but I think basically what you really need to do, Shelton, is just go to a Greek restaurant and get the stuff.
All right.
Get the
I'll
Greek potato.
Yeah.
Would it be weird for me to not like? Should I not look up the video so that I'm surprised when I do go?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
is a
Come on,
Greek
save
restaurant
yourself some
directly
pleasure.
behind my house. Yeah.
I'm not
It
trying
is.
to, take take Ryan's idea away. It's a fine idea, but like, that can only take you so far. It's like that's
It's
just pornography.
porn versus the real thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
All right, I get where you're coming from.
What kind of wine you drinking?
Cheese.
Cheese
wine.
wine?
Gorgonzola? Is that what it says?
It's that wine what's
I really
made out
like
of
the
cheese.
brand. Honestly, it's crisp.
Ooh, Chateau.
I've had that. Yes. Quite.
I was panicking trying to like choose a bottle of wine.
Chateau Mama
I was
Michelle.
picking someone up from the airport, and I just was trying to find this bottle of wine that I particularly liked, and I couldn't find it, but I found the brand and just grabbed this one, and I think it's not bad.
That's good.
Also, I forgot about it and put it in the freezer,
Forget about
and
it.
it still tastes okay.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no.
I'm like, what's your review?
Pretty damn good.
It tastes normal. I was expecting.
It tastes normal.
The tasting
You
notes
ought to
of
be on commercials.
Ryan has been so offended by this review that he has left.
Yeah, Ryan's like, oh.
Maybe he's getting his own wine, or maybe he's getting the sangria.
I'm really hoping he's getting something that tastes normal.
I would hope that he's getting something that tastes not normal. No. More like something that's like. I would love to hear like a review of something that's not normal.
Ryan's reviews,
So-
not normal things.
There was one restaurant that I worked at that was mysteriously like incredibly fancy restaurant, even though the place was run down and shitty.
Right?
And in the linen closet on the back side of the door was this, great big poster of wine characteristics. And there's so many. I mean, it was circular, and I mean, this is not, uncommon. I think wine people are familiar with this, but there's this whole stone fruit and leather, and and it goes around and kind of the various tannin fruit characteristics. My favorite thing on the circle of wine characteristics of things that wine can taste like or remind you of is horses.
Can you explain? I'm not really understanding that.
So, when you read the back label and it's like a dark bold with hints of chocolate, plum, stone fruit, smoky, leather, they give you these evocative characteristics.
The leather one keeps making me laugh, and I don't know why, but I think it's like an association that I'm making. With, like, I don't know but I kind of get. Is it that like a red wine, like a Cabernet or something?
It's all wines share characteristics, but that's kind of how they group them typically,
Skunky, have you seen Some, that documentary?
No.
Oh, it's great. It's about a group of people on a journey to become master sommeliers, which is like the highest ranking of sommelier.
The black belt.
Black belt sommelier. And there's people in this documentary who are like the exam is super hard. There's like a service aspect of it, and then there's like a written aspect of it. And like in the documentary, there's people who are like, I've taken the LSAT, I've taken the bar, and this is the hardest thing I've had to do. And it's insane. But one of the descriptors I remember from that movie was freshly opened can of tennis balls.
What?
Which I love.
You never opened a can of tennis balls.
No, I've had the experience, but you said that one of the reviews was that.
Descriptors.
Descriptors of wine.
What Skunky was just talking about and what you asked about.
I love that.
Would you say that your wine that you're drinking is like a freshly opened can of tennis balls?
No.
No. The descriptor of what I'm drinking is sugar.
Boozy.
sugar and red. Amy knows what I'm drinking. I'm sorry, Sheldon knows what I'm drinking. Jason knows what I'm drinking. I believe Hot the Cat knows what I'm drinking. This is a concoction I rustled up for New Year's Eve. So this has been aging in my refrigerator.
Ooh.
Have you been singing to it?
It is Carlo Rossi Sangria, which I added fruit to make the to make it more sangria-y, and added close to a fifth of vodka too.
All right.
Also, the vodka was very old and like semi like we were trying to figure out if it was expired or not, and then it had a weird watery taste. When we
I mean, it just lost it was like not super potent because it had been opened and it was like a 40-year-old bottle, but like it definitely is still.
I think it made it better
vodka.
because it was like it wasn't as like pungent, but I will say that it snuck up on me. I had like one glass.
Do you mean potent?
I said
it wasn't like rancid.
No, I was expecting it to. You know how like vodka has like a smell that's like, wow, I fucking smell that. Like gin is like,
it's alcohol.
Oh god, that smell. And then like vodka is like similar to that. The weird thing to me was that it didn't have the smell. So
which
like,
made it sneakier that night if you drank it.
And I had one glass and I looked over at you like, I need to be careful while drinking this because it's that good.
Yeah. And I ended up dumping a lot of it, but there was so much left over, and I have like another like big Tupperware of it.
You should save one glass until next New Year's.
I don't know. Next year, it's a bottle of Monoslovitz, a fifth of Everclear, and a jar of Welch's grape jelly.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but I need to mention this. As soon as you were describing the wine taste, I couldn't help but think of the part in The Office where Michael says it has a nice oaky afterbirth.
Yeah, it has a bit of an oaky afterbirth.
And
one of my favorite wines that I was talking to somebody about, he sold me on it. He's like, yeah, you're going to get a nice hint of exploded ink pen and kind of that pen, but all in a good way.
How many people have tasted that? Like, that's pretty unique.
Yeah, but I mean, he was 100% right. Because like, if you've ever had an ink pen blow up, that smell, that ink pen smell was present as like a characteristic, and it had that like penny on your tongue, like hint of.
That's a flavor right there.
In a good way.
Have you ever looked at the 9-volt battery? That's a flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how you tell whether or not the battery's good.
Wait, what battery indicators you can get?
All right.
Yeah, but it's not my favorite wine characteristic for sure.
Dude, speaking of smells, when I walked into Jungbu earlier, I was like, boy, like, what a great smell. Like, I love experience. Jungbu is a Korean market in Chicago, and there's like a distinct like Asian grocery store smell. That's just like, it's like a good
fish, Ryan. It's fish.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd say a good part of it is fish, but it's like a good funk, and just it's my happy place.
That fish sauce, that oyster sauce, that all of those things together.
Skunky knows.
Yeah,
he knows.
It's neat that some places have like very distinct characteristics. The Asian grocery store, like black people barbershop versus white people barbershop, totally different. I mean, similar but different.
Ooh, and like the smell of the grape tips.
Yeah,
it has like everyone
totally different.
Smells the same though. You know what I mean?
But it's totally different from like a classic barbershop.
Spray in your hair to like make it like wet enough to cut it or whatever. I think that's the
water.
Smell. Sometimes I think that they have something else in
water,
it.
But it has like a tiny squirt of that like leave-in conditioner stuff.
I like that you knew that and I didn't.
Yeah, well, I have gotten my hair cut a number of times.
Wow, you are a well-traveled individual.
I'll tell you, my 2023 New Year's resolution is this
Get
year
your
I'm
haircut.
definitely going to get a haircut. Got to set the bar low.
Yeah, I really hope you achieve that this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I really hope you do too.
No,
Get my hair-
there's probably some
haircut.
people that are not getting haircuts this year, and
Fine. Yeah. Have a meal.
Have you
Use
achieved
the
that?
bathroom.
Yeah, I have actually already.
Mine was to go on
That's
more
a good
dates, and I
snack.
feel like that's been going pretty successfully for me.
Nice. Are you gonna do it right now?
Kinda, yeah. How's it going?
Hot damn.
How's it you?
It's pretty normal.
It's pretty normal.
Nice. Just wait until Shelton turns their eyelids inside out.
I
That's
can't
the
wait.
Oh my
You can do
god,
that?
that's so scary. This kid that used to bully everyone in
He
my
does that on every date. That's like
It
the
was so creepy. I'm
dessert.
sorry. I'm processing some trauma. Why would you? I don't know how. You shared this specific thing that was like, this kid used to bully me, and he used to flip his eyeballs inside out and go up to like me and my sister, and I was always like, can you please? Why are you doing that? Why do you think that's funny? It's terrifying.
There's this guy in college who I think I only experienced this at one party, but like there was always that one guy or one person in college who was just like the edgelord and would like think they're like punk rock or whatever, but like no, you're just an asshole, and you're just annoying people. But like there was this one party, he was going up to people and getting at their waist level, and like shouting at their groin. So like you could like feel the vibration of their voice like on like through the layer of your clothes on your groin. And and he was like, "What? I'm not doing anything." And like, "No, you are." And like it's not fun. And like he was like, and if you were like defiance, he'd be like, "Oh well, I guess you're not like a cool, like a fun, like go with the flow person." Like, no, that's harassment.
Sir, you're yelling at my penis.
I don't know why. I feel like
Like, yeah, I yell at my own penis enough
I'm relating
for
to
the
this
both
in
of
a
us. Thanks very
specific
much.
way, because yesterday I was on the train and there was a very tall man that was like, he was just very tall, and I was sitting, and I am short, and
you yelled at his penis.
was just like in my, but we were like sardine packed on the train, so I was just like, if you like move any closer to me, it's gonna be like touching my cheek, and I was just like,
Wait, can I update my review of the date? Great.
10 out of 10.
I just had this like intrusive thought where I was like, please don't get any closer to me, because that would make me uncomfortable. And then like this lady walked past and he moved for her so that like he was like no longer like directly in my face, and I felt a little bit better.
That's good.
Well,
That's the best I can do.
how would you have felt if he had stood still but gotten an erection and just the penis had moved closer towards your face?
I don't think this man was just going home. Like he there was no sexual nature to him being near me. It was just that he was particularly tall, and it was exactly where my face was at.
I'm not suggesting you would cause the erection, just, maybe the vibration of the train, or it was like the math class boner experience.
Does that happen? The train?
I can't ride a train without getting an erection.
How was it driving the truck?
Boner.
Boner City.
Yeah.
That's where you are right now. It's where you've pulled over.
Can we spin the wheel of songs or something?
Yeah, I don't have it pulled up, but we could spin the wheel of songs. We haven't done that in a long time.
Oh man, I hope it stops on my
What's
favorite
your favorite thing
country
you're
tune,
watching?
Boneless Kitty.
Now, where did the real songs go? Oh, there it is. I don't think it's been updated in a little while, but let's check it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of new songs.
And there's some that don't totally make sense.
I wrote a list of all of the wine flavors that ways that you guys described foods. And so far it's smoky, exploded pen ink, jar of tennis balls, penny on the tongue, and then battery touch.
Did you get leather? I thought leather was a good one.
Yeah, leather.
That's a good one.
Horses.
It weirdly made sense.
Horses, yeah.
I still don't
Did you know that you can? Did you know that you can get 5 tennis balls into a can if you cut them all in half, and stack them?
Wow, that's
Why do you know that?
what's on the inside of a tennis ball anyway?
You've never seen the inside of a baseball?
I don't know. I have. I don't think so.
What? Oh man, what a dork! What a wiener! What a noob! What a
Yeah.
Oh,
man!
hold on,
guy.
Skunky. This is a positive environment here.
It looks.
Shaming here.
I heard
It
the
looks
inside of a ping pong ball has some stuff.
What?
So
Might be a poke.
the little rubbery seam on the tennis ball that
Yeah.
snakes around there. That's
Yeah.
just what the inside looks like. Kind of pebbly texture of that.
Do you guys
Ping pong
remember
balls are one of the-
Sandlot when the ball breaks open and like
Iconic.
I also remember that happened like when I was in softball and it was just really fucking cool. Like I remember just being like
Yeah.
this is like that moment in the Sandlot when the ball exploded and they're like, dude, you broke the ball.
So ping pong balls are one of the few things that are still made out of Bakelite plastic, and they are incredibly flammable.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Somebody at a party that I went to like lit them on fire, and then when I worked, sorry, this is okay. No, we're going into it. I worked at Ace Hardware, and there was a weird man that came in that was like, "Do you know that Doritos are flammable?" And I was like, "That's interesting. Why?" And then he lit the bag of Doritos on fire in front of me like a fucking psychopath. Like a customer at a store was like, I want to know if he went into the store with this idea in mind or if he was just impulsively.
Just someone who goes with the flow.
I'm gonna commit diet arson.
I don't think I'll ever fully resolve that. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'll think about that in the back of my head for forever. Like, what made that man do that? Unless we can unpack it here, but like, feel free to add commentary.
It's hard to imagine us having some way to unpack it.
I've got one. All right. Remember they have flaming hot Cheetos? It's like flaming hot, but Doritos. That's all I got.
How?
Because it's on fire. So it's flaming hot.
But that has nothing to do with the psychology of the way that he ended up doing that.
I don't know. That's all
I mean,
I appreciated that, Jason.
Sometimes advertising is pretty strong.
You got to unpack that. We'll get there.
Yeah, this show sponsored, brought to you by Doritos.
Flaming hot Doritos.
Do they taste different, or like can you eat them after they come? What happened to the bag? Did they put it out like?
It just like was like
Fire.
flamed, like flames on the sides of my face. That's from the. Anybody who has seen that knows. Incredible.
Like holding the bag the whole time, or do you like light it and then drop it on the floor?
I was so
Did he have,
in
like,
shock, and I was also like, "How do I ring this up now?" That's really what was happening in the back of my head. I was like,
"No, because it's a hardware. This is happening in the hardware.
This is happening at the register. He grabs the bag.
At the helpful place.
Yeah. Grabs the bag, I think that he brought it up into the conversation.
I mean, if you're someone who would do that, you probably would, right?
That's true.
That's why I was like, I don't know if he planned it or not.
Do you guys ever put an empty chip bag in the microwave?
All the time.
What happened?
Every time I have an empty chip bag, I shove that fucker.
It shrinky dinks. Like it goes down, like it turns into like a teeny tiny, just like that big, but like version of a chip bag. But like it doesn't like distort, so it almost looks like a dollhouse version of like the bag. And there was, for some reason in middle school, like a bunch of like middle school fuckboys got like super into like, oh, I'm gonna eat all my chip, like I'm gonna dump these chips out and then put them in the microwave. And like every time, like it would sometimes catch on fire in the microwave, and it would always like set off the smoke alarm and like break the microwave. So there was like, most of the time there's a broken microwave in my middle school cafeteria. Yes, Shelton.
I'm still stuck on the fact that there was a microwave in your cafeteria, which is kind of amazing.
I don't think.
Yeah, middle school?
Yeah, we did not have that. Nope.
I didn't know that we had that either.
But that's
Yeah.
kind of a cool.
There was a microwave, there were vending machines, there were, we didn't have, there was no in school like food, like cafeteria, like there's no prepared food there. So like if you brought something from home that wanted to be microwaved,
Okay, I see.
like a cup of noodles or leftovers.
This girl that I went to school with, her mom used to drop off her lunch every day. She would get like Subway or like some shit like that, like literally every day. And I was just like, that's so. I think about that now sometimes in the back of my head, just like how rich are you? And also like, I think it was more like my parents both worked, so it was like there was no way that could ever happen. But like every once in a while, it was like, oh, like I went to a doctor's appointment, so like, you know, like you get like food in the middle of the day, and it's like, yeah, I get to be spoiled.
Jason,
Yeah.
Jason, buy Shelton some Subway, okay?
Like just surprise them in the middle of the day with the
They stopped. selling-
anytime.
They stopped selling the one vegetarian option there, and it was actually pretty good. It was like a veggie patty that was like.
Just get a meatball sub. That's vegetarian. Those are not real. They're made of soy.
Really?
Yeah.
And just get Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's or something, because either of those are better than Subway.
I like Jimmy John's. I like their tuna sandwich.
Yeah, it's vegetarian too. Also.
What's the other one? Potbelly. Potbelly has some good sandwiches.
Potbelly is probably the best of those mentioned.
They have a Mediterranean sandwich, and then they have their tuna club. And there was one time I ordered it, and I don't like Swiss cheese, so I asked if you could put goldfish, and this lady goes, sorry. I asked if they could put cheddar, and this lady goes, oh, you mean the goldfish? And I was like, what? And I just thought that was so cute that she like called it that. That I literally, this is the only time I've ever left a pot, like had the receipt, and I was like, this lady was really friendly, and like she was so nice that it was just like, and also it was during the pandemic, so it was just like I hadn't had like a positive customer experience in a hot minute, and I was like, she was just really like I walked in and she greeted me, which I was like, I don't actually care, but she just did it in a really nice way. And I think that people who like, you have to be really, really nice in order to leave a review. Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right, let's spin the wheel of sandwiches. All right.
Wheel of Sandwiches.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum.
We don't have a wheel of sandwiches. We can make one real quick.
I love that.
You want to make a wheel of sandwiches?
I do.
Wheel of sandwiches.
All right, what kind of sandwiches you talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Cheese.
Cheese sandwich.
Bread sandwich.
She's adding it to this one.
Get all these out of here. Who needs these?
No, don't destroy the wheel of song.
Gone.
Wait, are you deleting
Let's
it?
talk about poop baby and cheese.
Wait, Dan, did you just delete? Or sorry, Hot the Cat, did you just delete all of those?
PB and J
I still have
PB
the.
and J square. PB and J long.
Wait, say that again.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like standard square, you know, and PB and J as a long sandwich, which is apparently a TikTok trend.
Long. What's a long sandwich?
Like French bread?
Making it, yeah, you make it on like a whole baguette, and then you do a funny video of you like trying to flip the top onto the bottom.
PB and J sandwich.
Oh my god, have you guys ever had a mac and cheese grilled cheese?
Yes.
That shit is good.
Oh man. Roast beef.
Right.
Okay, low-key Arby's roast beef. It's been a really long time since I've had one, but I remember it being pretty good.
And vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ham and Swiss.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're gonna get us kicked off the stream.
I looked it up on TikTok. What the hell is grilled PB and J?
You've never had grilled PB&J?
No. Is it good?
Should I put that as a separate
It's
one?
really good.
Oh.
It's like
Jason, have you been living inside a tennis ball that you haven't experienced anything? Good heavens, man.
inside a tennis.
Obviously not, because Jason doesn't know what the inside of a tennis ball looks like.
It's very dark.
Good point.
Yes.
Hot the Cat.
I guess it is really dark. That's a good point. Let's throw a Reuben in here.
Serena
Oh,
Williams.
yeah.
Oh my god, that would be a cool commercial if Serena Williams like hit a tennis ball really hard and then it exploded and then that was like the scene and then they just remade the scene from The Sandlot. I worked in advertising too long. You know what? No, that was a good idea.
Air fry peanut butter sandwich? This is an interesting rabbit hole.
Jason, you need
Okay.
to have a grilled PB&J.
Mm.
It's so good. Have you ever had the one where they do it like on a campfire?
Meatball sub.
Oh, peanut butter and banana sandwich. That was Elvis's favorite.
Peanut butter and nanners. Sorry, that was my.
Yeah, with bacon.
With bacon?
Yeah, peanut butter and banana with bacon.
I don't vouch to the authenticity of that.
PB&B.
That sounds
Should I
naughty.
do PB&B or PB and Nanners?
And then you have to call it
PB
nanners.
and Nana.
Wait, what about Fluffer Nutter? That's
Ooh,
from where
that's-
you're from.
Yeah, there's a marshmallow fluff festival in Somerville every year in the Boston area.
How do you type Fluffer Nutter? It seems kind of well balanced already, but it seems like there's a lot of PB&J options also.
Yeah, the PB and J is really like dominating.
Yeah,
Italian beef in there is
I
Chicago.
think it's because
Yeah, Italian beef.
There's a
Fuck
vegan
yeah,
one
that-
at Bona Beef now. I've never tried
Dude,
it.
it's so good.
It's good?
It's so good. I saw it at Whole Foods and well, actually I had texted Ryan and I was like, can we eat this together? And then it was so good that I didn't wait for you. I'm sorry.
I don't even remember that. So
Wow, damn, I'm sad I brought it up. That was my favorite like meat thing to eat. That was the one thing that I was like nervous about when I was like when I went vegetarian. I was like because me and my dad used to go for like Italian beefs together, and they're just so fucking good. Dads just know like local like spots, you know, specifically meat.
Where did you go?
Things.
Do you remember? Like, was it Al's?
Not
Stop any dad on the street and be like, "Where can I get some good meat, pops?"
low key, honestly, like I feel like that would be a good segment of like, sir, where can I get a good beef?
Hmm.
And only approach middle-aged men that look like their fathers.
Or like, what's your like hidden gem? Like, what's your go-to spot?
Where's the beef?
I'll worry about that commercial.
Well done.
History there.
Do you guys know the history of the Dijon mustard, like the fancy mustard commercial?
Commercial.
Oh, the Grey Poupon.
You mean Grey
Yeah.
Poupon?
Where's the? Yeah, you're right. It's Grey Poupon.
Great poupon.
Like, because I just remember as a kid knowing the reference to that. But like the way that they marketed it is fucking genius because they were like, it's an everyday person's like fancy. So they would like market it in a way that was like everyday fancy. And it led to like it's so easy to visualize what fancy seems like to everyone, but then to bring it down to a middle class level like led to so many good commercial options. But the one where they roll down the window in the limousine and go, "Where's the Grey Poupon?" Like we used to do that bit all the time as kids.
Do you like Great Poupon?
Yeah, I think retroactively, I know she's not watching, but Potato Lady would be upset if we didn't put potato sandwich.
Potato
True.
sandwich? Like a potato taco from Taco Bell or like
No. Potato sandwich.
like how? Potato
It
salad?
doesn't matter how, Jason.
All right.
Potato sandwich.
All right.
I mean, we could discuss the logistics of a potato sandwich.
No.
I for
I'm
one.
What's to discuss?
I'm thinking it's like tuna salad. Was tuna on there? I'm thinking it's like tuna salad, but it's potato salad inside a sandwich. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
Bulky roll.
I've done that before.
No, that sounds good.
It was like kind of, it wasn't as good as I expected it to be, and I was kind of hoping that it was gonna be like really good. And I was like, I was high, and I was like, this is gonna be the best thing I've ever eaten. And then it was like, there was no like savory. It was just like.
Just carbs.
It was just carbs, and I think if you put bacon in it, it would probably
Just carbs.
Now, personally, when I think of a potato sandwich, I imagine like slicing a baked potato lengthwise and putting like a Salisbury steak in there.
Oh, wait,
Like,
what?
I think that'd be great.
You know, honestly, I see it, Skunky. I see the vision.
I could see steak sauce on potatoes, but to put a steak in it, wouldn't that make it a steak sandwich with potato?
No, I mean, I think that the fact that like Salisbury steak is
What is
made out of
Salisbury? Is that not?
the bottoms of shoes or something.
Can
It's
you
that
just-
shit that comes in TV dinners and
Oh, okay. I don't think it.
There's a vegetarian version of that.
Oh.
It's pretty good. It's from Amy's.
That's
Also,
some good new
the
sandwich.
texture of the Subway sandwich that I'm still grieving that they got rid of the veggie thing, like was similar to a Salisbury steak.
Oh.
so apparently Amy's is under fire because they don't let their employees have bathroom breaks when they need them.
Well, that's fucked
That's
up.
fucked up. I feel bad for all the. Did they make the? No, I'm thinking of Annie's, the really good mac and cheese with like the.
The bunny.
Oh,
No, I think
That's-
Annie
that's
lets the employees potty whenever.
I don't really like Annie's. Sorry.
that's okay.
You
We'll
see
be,
what
we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
How is the steak going?
Worse now. No, sorry.
It's a good
why
looking
is it
wheel there,
called
Hot.
Salisbury steak.
Nobody knows.
All right.
Well, isn't the sandwich? Doesn't that come from the Earl of Sandwich? Isn't there a whole story behind it?
Yeah, because he liked to play cards and he wanted to gamble while he was eating, or he wanted to eat while he was gambling.
Okay, I've never heard that before. but
Yeah.
How is
that's
Earl
somehow
a
so
thing?
possible.
What is Earl? I'm so
Earl sandwich.
No, it's
It's like being with the title,
yeah, his sandwich was
semi nobility of like land ownership.
I
Sandwich.
guess you're
Oh.
That's what I know of it. Skunky, do you have anything to add to that legend? I would like to hear your perspective.
To which legend?
Well, you talked about cards. The Earl of Sandwich. My understanding is the Earl of Sandwich was a place, probably in England somewhere, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, let's put some stuff between two slices of bread. We'll try it." You know, that's my guess.
No, he was a notorious gambler with all the wealth that he had from being an earl, which is like being a land baron. So you know, you're semi-nobility. You have all this like disposable income, and he loved gambling with cards, and he wanted to never stop gambling. He wanted to gamble all the time, but stopping to eat was inconvenient because he had to stop gambling. And so he asked his, you know, personal cook to assemble something that he could eat one-handed, so he could keep gambling.
Wow, that's dark.
You make that whole thing up.
I'm gonna.
No.
I gotta work this out.
In fact, I would bet, I would gamble $1 that's pretty close to how it went down.
I'll bet you that $1.
Also, isn't Salisbury a place? Like, wasn't there like a Duke of Salisbury?
Gambler.
I mean, Salisbury is a place in England, but I don't know if that's where the
Yeah.
And you're like literally right. Like, I don't know if you can
the
read
great
this, but-
stuff.
Skunky, next time I see you in person, I owe you $1.
Oh, did you
Right.
look it up?
You really seemed like you were messing with us, and I couldn't get past.
He's
it.
actually the 4th Earl of Sandwich. His name is John Montague, according to Wikipedia. And he also,
Oh man, put a Monte Cristo on there, the sandwich wheel.
What's the Monte Cristo?
But
Is a burrito
It's
considered?
a count.
this is the man himself.
oh, nice.
It's like George Washington.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
I think. Yeah, that's all I could think of. Or John Adams.
Is it 2
But, like,
hours and keep
not
on
as curvy.
What's a gibberito?
Burrito. It's 2 plantains that are like the bread of the sandwich, and then inside there are like lettuce, tomato. It's definitely a lot of mayo in there, which I didn't realize when I started eating these excessively. And then whatever like meat option you want, and for me that's just adding extra avocado. So I don't know if it's considered a sandwich. But I don't know if we can get into the is it a sandwich debate today.
Yeah, let's spin this wheel.
Let's do it. Spin the wheel of sandwiches. Spin the wheel of sandwiches. Oh yeah, sandwiches.
It's a long spin.
It's like, oh, we got the clicking sound. Just bread. No.
Ba, 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 ba. Ow. Amazing.
Oh, we're sandwich.
All right, here we
Sandwich is
go.
a particular type of sandwich where you do have 2 pieces of bread, either rye or white or pumpernickel, and you sincerely wish you had some meat. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow.
All right.
The way that you told that story, I was like, if I like was a kid at a campfire, I need you there. You know what I mean? I just like need you there to like be the person who just tells a weird ass story. And then like the way that like Creed is The Office, like you don't know whether or not it's like true till the end. And then you're still kind of left questioning. Does that make sense? What happened to Ryan?
I wasn't listening to anything you were saying.
All right, here we go. Time to make a bread sandwich.
Work though. Like you have something in the middle that would be different enough than the bread that's around.
Butter. Or is it just considered
No, let's
butter?
do bread and butter.
We got some bread here.
Butter sandwich.
Huh?
You eat a butter sandwich.
Yeah, have you ever been to like a tea party?
Oh, that's no.
Oh, that's so good.
All right, and we got some other bread here.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
What's going on?
He's making a bread sandwich.
Unit.
I'm making a bread sandwich.
Hard working unit. Oh wow, what kind of bread? Rudy's.
Got some Rudy's gluten-free, home-style multigrain.
All right.
Let's get a bread sandwich. Bread. Well, we got
Second unit.
here we got this Canyon Bakehouse gluten-free 7-grain. Now the great thing about a bread sandwich that I feel like just isn't talked about enough is you can put either bread on the outside, either bread on the inside. All right, so I'm gonna be.
I also heard toasting the middle piece adds a dimension. Toasting the middle piece, I've heard, adds a nice dimension.
I mean,
Or the
usually,
outside pieces and leaving the soft
usually-
one in the middle.
right? That's what I think I usually do for my bread sandwiches. That's a great.
Oh,
great
that's what you
thing.
usually do?
Yeah.
This isn't your first bread sandwich.
So I'm gonna pop that in the toaster oven right now.
The look of delight on Skunky's face right now.
Inspirational.
And so I'm making just a half bread sandwich here. So I'm just gonna nom on this other half. You know, really, I could make it in half again, and just have a little bread sandwich appetizer.
A
Oh,
little bread amuse bouche.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified. We're witnessing something truly atrocious. Oh, what does it taste like, Dan? Are you getting notes of horse?
Would you say that it tastes normal?
It tastes normal.
I would say it tastes normal. Not very much horse. A lot of bread. Tastes a lot like bread.
We lost Shelton. We lost Shelton.
Lean forward on this. And it made this like fart noise.
Oh, I missed it.
So I thought it was like just a fart noise, but I thought.
No, I do feel like when you have like a ham sandwich or something, it isn't always just that you still put condiments on it and stuff. What condiments do you usually put on your bread sandwiches?
Butter?
Butter? Let me see if I have any butter.
How do we feel about mayonnaise in this?
I usually go for mayonnaise myself. And every once in a while, when I'm making a bread sandwich, I like to on the toast inside of the bread sandwich, the inside toasted bit. I like to spread a little bit of like pizza dough, like raw pizza dough.
Oh yeah, we don't have any of that.
Excuse me?
My brain just exploded while you were talking. What?
Say raw pizza dough?
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah, for your bread sandwich.
These obscene things.
No, no. There's no way you do that.
Yeah.
Look at his smile on his face.
Ding.
Smile.
Yeah, we got that satisfying ding. I'm just gonna let it go for a minute longer while we.
Can you make it ding again? I couldn't hear it.
Oh yeah, sure. Nope, maybe not.
No ding.
We'll just let that go.
All right.
We can wait for it this time. We can make sure to get the ding.
Everyone shut the fuck up.
So the thing about dings is
Someone fart. Fart. Who's doing that?
Let's get a little closer for this.
Whoa! I wasn't prepared for
This
that.
is red hot. This is the red hot show.
Put the phone inside the toaster oven.
Yeah.
Put the
Please
phone
don't do
inside the
that.
toaster oven.
Don't listen.
No.
Please don't do that. Thank you for your firm boundary on that.
It's getting close. Everybody be quiet.
I'm not happy with this anymore.
I heard it.
Ah, that was really nice.
That was good. That was worth the wait.
Yeah.
Good thing. Great thing.
Hopefully I didn't burn the bread though.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
Hey, Brad.
He asking for
The
the
burns.
thing made it
No.
burn.
I will say it is perfectly toasted.
We need to
All right.
I know.
So, you could go so many directions. We don't have any raw pizza dough. We have some little bit of strawberry preserves here. Or
You have duck sauce?
Isn't there a history of that specific jam being like related to like saving Jews in the Holocaust?
I believe so. We have some mayonnaise. We have
You have duck
pickles.
sauce?
We have pickles.
Duck sauce?
No duck.
Oh, put some
No,
pickles in
no.
there. Pickles and butter, and just put an insane amount of butter.
Right.
Are they sweet pickles? Hot pickles? What kind of pickles?
I'm actually not sure. Baby dills.
Ah,
Ooh, yeah.
it's kind of a big deal.
Hey,
I'm
that
sorry.
was funny.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, it is kind of it's a baby, but here, I feel like I should really kind of spread this butter.
You can't see Hot the Cat. There we go. You're big.
Oh, you're a real butter boy right now.
It's a lot of butter. It's good.
And it's Kerrygold too, which I would argue is the best butter.
So good.
It's like, it's one of those things that they're like, it's Irish, so I feel oddly proud of it. Because I'm Irish.
I don't
It had a
know.
lot to do with making the Kerrygold butter, huh?
You know what? There's like alcoholism and butter, and I'm gonna take the butter as one of the pride things.
What about potatoes?
Potatoes.
Fighting. And
Yeah, because the Irish invented potatoes.
They did not.
They did.
Mhm.
They did.
Really?
Don't you know? I do know that in Ireland, if you look at a list of notable Irish inventions, following the invention of whiskey, there were no notable Irish inventions for about 300 years.
Honestly, I used to like when I used to drink. Like I think because I'm Irish, I was like I like when I first went
Hey,
to college, I
Hot.
was immediately
Yeah.
Jameson.
Can we just get a quick side by side?
Oh yeah. Sure.
Is that John Kennedy?
This is Butter Boy. This is Norman
The
Rockwell.
knife goes upwards on the left side.
Yeah,
and
you got it.
Your two fingers have to be
This-
like around.
yeah. This is a Norman Rockwell original, Butter Boy.
Angle the bread. That's pretty close. And then two fingers into the bread.
2 fingers.
And a big
Like
Yeah,
hold it-
with
hold
the
it-
way it weirdly, like it's gonna touch the butter, but it has to
hold it-
cradle
hold
the
it like
bread.
this.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and a toothy
And then
smile.
look at us lovingly. And
More
like,
teeth. More teeth.
But in a way where we're not sure if you're 12 or 46.
with a boyish. That's scary.
It's Johnny. Some butter.
Great.
Look like up to the left in a childlike nature,
All right,
and then smile with your cheeks.
This bread, I will say, is cooling off rapidly. I think I better get this pickle.
Mm.
I don't think pickles are on the wheel, but I'm glad they're.
Oh,
doing
you're making rounds.
Pickle right now.
Pickle rounds.
Yeah,
good pickles.
Just
I
put-
mean,
they're like deep in there.
Oh,
No.
choice.
I will go.
I think there's like 4 jars of pickles because I forget that I have pickles and then I buy more pickles.
Well, are we talking pickles right now?
Anything you can
are we
find.
talking pickles?
Yeah.
Let's talk
bumper.
pick.
If you want to talk pickles, we're talking
Don't
pickles.
squish him. Don't squish him. Don't squish him. Don't squish him, Sheldon. Sheldon.
Wait, go back. Do it again.
Look at that little pickle.
Growing up, my bubby would have, like, instead of like I don't know, like a plate of nuts, like a mixed nuts, or like she would make a pickle plate, and she'd always have like 5 types of pickles, and it was like
Even more.
it was like a little, and they were like all like very tiny and like usually sour, mix of sour and sweet.
Did she call it a relish tray?
No, but I really relish that memory of my bubby.
That's what I've heard a lot of old folks
And
prepare
she's the
that
one who
exact
put
thing.
the dill in her. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm just having an emotional experience. It was just so tender.
Yeah, it was great.
All right. So we got a nice bread on the outside. I believe that was the Canyon Bakehouse 7 grain, and then we got some Kerrygold butter and some dill pickles, and then a layer of
Kerrygold. Wow.
Rudy's home-style multigrain as a filling there. And then just back out the same way.
Oh, the bite.
Bite. Holy shit.
Wow. 2 bites right off the bat.
Yeah, guys, do not make him laugh. You don't want like pickles coming out of his nose or anything.
Oh my god, he brought a plate. Like, I would just like bring the jar over here. Where'd this guy go?
Look at this. What a sophisticated.
Is that a pickle plate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. But also, we got a jar of pickles too. But it's kind of leaky, so I got like a towel.
Oh.
Right, so what kind of pickles are you working with there?
Finish them, or should we just?
I'm still gonna eat it, but
Okay.
I will respect you if you like. I would be okay with you not eating it because the texture is kind of. Like,
No, I have a question. Having made this sandwich, would you consider a Big Mac to be partially a bread sandwich?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Because it has the inner middle layer.
Yeah.
No.
Big Mac definitely crosses from burger category into bread sandwich category for sure.
Yeah, but also isn't it kind of just like a meta layer? There's like a 2 sandwiches in one kind of a situation. You could separate it. You slice the inner bread into 2.
I don't know if you could really separate it. You got all that Big Mac sauce on there.
Jason, I will bet you $1 American.
I don't think this is good.
You cannot transversely slice. You cannot transversely bifurcate the center bread portion of a Big Mac.
Do you have a bandsaw, Skunky? We can try it out.
What does
On next episode of the Hot Show, we're bandsaw versus Big Mac.
there's some bit, I don't remember where it's from, but someone they get a Big Mac. Every time they get a Big Mac, they remove one ingredient from it, and so like eventually they just have a free, and they keep like, so eventually they have a free Big Mac. Does that make any sense? So like they buy a Big Mac, and they remove the lettuce, and then they remove the tomato, and then they like the next time they buy one, and then eventually they have a free Big Mac.
No, but see, hold on. I see what you're saying, but like every single Big Mac that you have is lacking.
One
in order to,
ingredient.
like, get to, they're like $3. You have to suffer through like,
Another great.
Well,
Big-
$3 is a lot to some people.
well, people.
Also, I was out grocery shopping earlier, and eggs were $6.
Each? Or
Oh.
That
for a
was
dozen?
the cheapest. That was the cheapest dozen eggs I could find.
Oh, for a dozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$6.
Well,
They had a weird texture. And they're old.
that's a product of a lot of things all coming together.
You ever haul eggs, Skunky?
Please explain how you've hauled eggs.
In a
Well, here's a
refrigerator.
truck.
Now, how many eggs can fit in a semi-trailer?
Mm.
Well,
Ooh, this seems like a fun
hauling-
adventure.
I was hauling a lot of different goods. I was hauling a combination reefer, so I had ice creams and frozen pizzas and what have yous
Hmm.
in the frozen portion, and then in the refrigerated portion, I had eggs and cheese and milk and butter and butter boys and fancy bread that has to be in the cooler, the Ezekiel or whatever.
I need to like cure my brain. I tried to eat one of the pickles, and then I like when I bit it, it only like they were kind of slimy because they were old, and then like when I bit it, like only the seed part came out, and the texture is just driving my brain nuts. It's like the worst feeling.
What you need is a well-toasted bread sandwich.
Yeah. How was the
Yeah.
sandwich? How would you give the review, Hot the Cat?
I would say it was normal.
Normal sandwich.
It was good. You know, all things considered, like a pretty good sandwich. I don't know. Did not taste like horses.
It's kind of stinky.
Didn't get any leather notes.
Good choice.
I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe a tiny bit of that, like freshly opened tennis ball tube. What were some of those other characteristics that it could be?
Oh, hold on. I have them listed.
Yeah.
Leather, dark
Leather.
ball, penny on tongue, battery,
No penny on tongue.
horses, which I'm still
Were you
not
getting-
really sure what that means.
We're getting
Stone
stone fruit or
And-
chocolate at all? Plums?
Have you guys seen the coffee wheel?
Chocolate. No, none
Oh,
of
this is
those.
interesting. Maybe we can pull
Were
this
you
up.
getting any bread?
Yeah, this is it.
I got a lot of bread notes on that one.
Yeah.
Hints of yeast?
What?
Did you say yeast?
Of yeast?
Oh.
So this is a flavor on the coffee wheel. It's like a coffee industry thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, have it for. Have
Yeah. Similar.
Oh yeah, so the chart is like a wheel, like this, and you can
Yeah.
dive deeper if you wish. So, for example, under the chemical section, there is petroleum, medicinal, salty, bitter,
And
phenolic.
Skunky!
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Right there, baby.
Oh,
Bum, 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 ba-da.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's on the
interesting ones
wheel.
here. I like kind of like this side of the wheel is kind of interesting. We got winey, whiskey, fermented, overripe.
Those are all my moods.
We got underripe, wait for it, teapot.
Well done.
Herb like hay like is very real. I think that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you click on any of it, it brings up like a whole thing. Oh, here, well, maybe we'll end here. We got this is the whole section.
How do you pronounce that?
Phenolic?
Phenolic?
I think so.
What does that mean?
Enamel.
Musty dusty.
Animal-like.
What
Yeah,
do you? Oh, cardboard.
Musty dusty.
Cardboard is on that list.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a cardboard and
Yeah.
it's
I
just
tasted
stale.
papery coffee before.
Just stale. That's one of them.
Dude, gluten-free bread, man. Cardboard.
Oh wait, there's one
How
more
do they
section
do it?
that might be interesting to y'all. There's pungent pepper cereal burnt. A whole section for burnt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You burns.
Smoky.
I like that Ashy is one of them.
Yeah, there's a whole page on it. Oh my god. It's kind of intense. This is kind of more than I expected, but there's a whole page on each of these.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we can
Wow.
dive deeper if needed. But yeah, that's my bit.
I'm fascinated.
Can you dive a little deeper into Skunky?
Yeah, I got you. 1 second. Okay.
No, I got you.
Combination of aromatics associated with skunks. There's no reference. There is a reference. A latex balloon. Place 2 balloons
Oh,
in a
that's-
2-ounce
Yeah,
glass
that's
jar
right.
with a screw. Wait, I can't deliver this effectively, but apparently they have a reference so you can experience the smell.
You can read it.
Okay, place 2 balloons in a 2-ounce
That's
glass jar
cool.
with a screw type lid.
What?
This may be prepared several days in advance and stored at room temperature. Prepare 1 jar for every 3 panelists.
Oh, if you're having
Why
pain,
would 3 people be doing this?
Or you could just spend a few hours in a semi with Skunky over here.
I don't know what this means. Aroma 2.5. Like, it has a rating.
Like maybe that's how much it smells, like how pungent it
Yeah.
is.
Pungency,
Pretty great.
potency.
Was there more on skunkiness?
Unfortunately not. That was it. There's a lot on more other things, but not skunky.
What about there was Dusty Musty? I liked that one.
We'll go with
Musty.
yeah, there's actually a lot on this one. A lot of references you can get. So
Aunt
Oh,
Jones'
and
trailer, Grandpa's basement.
you got to get Kretschmer wheat jar or 2.3.4 dash trimethyloxybenzyl.
I want to know what fucking nerd was like latex balloons. You know what I mean?
you
Like somebody had to
nerd.
try and be like, this is exactly what this feels like.
Probably some really bad coffee.
Skunky coffee.
I'll say.
Oh, Skunky, it's okay.
I would drink it, skunky.
He would drink any coffee.
It's true, but
You know, you are proof. You're living proof that not all associations with the word skunky are bad.
Skunks are so cute. I love them. Also, the skunk character in Bambi, and like they're really sweet, and they like to like snuggle. And I can't remember oh my god, this is an animal where I don't know their mating habits. I'm gonna Google that.
Shocking.
It is shocking.
Folks, I have to
Pretty
jump
sure-
off.
Don't
I-
jump.
Pretty sure it's just
I'll only
PV.
accept that if you actually jump.
You have to hop on.
I'll get you.
wow, he committed to the bit. Can we get a round of applause?
How did he do that? Oh, that was great.
That
Oh,
was
I
really
see.
good. Hold on.
I'm gonna look up the mating habits of skunks while we're here.
Okay.
It's gonna just be P and V.
Stop it.
Standard issue.
No, it's not like the mating habits. I want to know like how they court each other. That's what's interesting to me, not the sex itself. It's like how they court each other. Because like every single day in the back of my head, I think to myself, we all exist because 2 people either found each other attractive. Well, sometimes that's the case, and sometimes that's like not the case, and that's sad. But like, you know what I mean? So many people had to fuck in order for us to just exist. So that's or you know, somebody had to be a good dancer, or somebody had to do something in a specific way that was attractive to the other person at that specific time.
Oh, see, beautiful. Like a series of dances, or skunks, or your grandfather hadn't worn it, you would exist.
Oh my god.
That's-
How did you just have that?
Old Spice Classic.
All right. Are we ready to dive deep? Male skunks begin stirring and wooing female skunks.
I like that you asked that question, did not even finish asking, and just dove in.
Yeah.
All right. I've been up since 3 this morning a.m.
You
So
really
I'm
want to hear
gonna
the last part of this, though.
I'm gonna go ahead and say stay fresh, cheese bags.
All right. Well, they do begin mating in the second week of February, so just so you know, the skunks are getting horny in the second week of February.
I think you
And
heard.
maybe that's when Valentine's Day occurs. I need to know if there's a correspondence between the two things. Okay, bye.
Great show. Great.
All right. Well, should that be the show?
I think it should. We'll dive deeper into the mating habits of skunks next week, or
Oh,
the
yes.
second week of February.
Yeah, I think that's the time to dig into it.
Yeah.
Thanks, thanks Ryan, and thanks Skunky, and thanks Shelton. Thanks Jason. It's been a real pleasure to have you here. That was the hot show. Thank you all for coming down. That was the hot show. Thank you all for sticking around. Hope you had some fun, but now the show is done. Get on, get out of here.
That was good.
All right.
Thank you all.